Well, I will tell you, it seems as though this week and next week it's all going to be about the big event that's upcoming the Friday before Christmas. Because you know what? The biggest movie event in probably some time is going to happen, the release of the seventh Star Wars movie. But it seems as though every morning you're seeing some new little thing come out about the new Star Wars movie. I'm just wondering, are they going to give away the whole darn movie? It seems as though something new every day, every week. Pretty soon, all those millions of people who brought tickets for the premiere showing and all that first weekend, they're going to know what the whole movie's about. I'm just wondering, I know everybody's waiting for the next adventure a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but why ruin the surprise? Everybody wants to know what's going to happen. Yeah, it certainly is going to be a big thing for probably the biggest movie franchise of this era. Because, the first movie came out nearly 40 years ago. Heck, I remember riding with my family over to the old drive-in there on the other side of Auburn and seeing the first movie, but I also remember zonking out because as a 6-year-old, the story didn't really impress me. Of course, after a few years, I got the gist of the whole franchise and everything, and I wanted to see what Princess Leia, what Han Solo, and what Luke Skywalker were up to next, especially in The Empire Strikes Back, in one of the greatest scenes of moviedom, and also Return of the Jedi, when supposedly I thought it was the final defeat of the evil empire, but apparently I found out it's a 9-part story, and we're going way into the future. But please, will you stop giving away important points about the new movie? I know J.J. Abrams, who's the wunderkind of movie making, especially with the way he revitalized the Star Trek series, is now the one who leads the Star Wars series. But I just wonder, is he sticking to George Lucas's concept, or is he veering off on a tangent? And also, I wonder, where's Luke Skywalker? In the previews you've seen, you don't see any hint of the Jedi Knight. But what has Luke Skywalker done, or what's going on? I know Han Solo and Chewbacca are back, and I also do know Princess Leia, although she's gotta be maybe Queen Leia by now, is back. But heck, I don't see 2 Danishes strapped to her head. J.J. Abrams, I'm kinda wonder, do you think he's planning a Star Trek Star Wars crossover? That would be good, especially if he could get Darth Vader and Spock to do a little scene together. Spock, you know I am the Lord of the Sith. You may be a Lord of the Sith. It's eminently logical you are. But you know something, Mr. Lord Vader? You got bad breath. Well, maybe that's the thing of dreaming, but I kind of wonder, how do you differentiate what Chewbacca says? Speak in English, furry one. Hey, don't get flam with me. If I were human, I would tell you, speak clearly and carry a big stick. If I were human. Oh, well, of course, I'm not really anxiously waiting, but I'd like to see how this goes. Heck, it's cool looking to see Harrison Ford playing Han Solo again, and Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher again, although she won't have 2 Danishes strapped to her head. Oh, well, that's what I want to say about Star Wars. But I'm going from Star Wars to saying happy anniversary to a beloved Christmas special. Yep, last night was a special show for the 50th anniversary of Charlie Brown's Christmas. You know, me and many people have grown up with the Peanuts gang, and that was the original Peanuts show. And every time it's the Great Pumpkin, Happy Thanksgiving, and the Easter Beagle Air, yeah, I'll watch them because they were the original specials. But I mean, after 50 years, it seems as though Charlie Brown still doesn't know what Christmas is all about. But who doesn't get emotional during that moment when Linus addresses the audience, or an empty auditorium, I should say, with the Gospel according to Luke, all about the birth of Christ our Lord? It is considered the greatest moment in animation history. And I mean, for 50 years, what Charles Schultz's vision of, how Christmas has become too commercialized, and the way everybody, a group of kids, an intelligent group of kids look at it, touched a nerve. Heck, it still is great when Charlie Brown sees that little tree that he thought was a bad one come and decorated, and they all yell, "Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown," and break into singing "Hark the Herald Angels Sing." Well, I do have to say, my hat's off to you, Charles Schultz. You really created something great, and I've grown up with the Peanuts gang, and happy anniversary to Charlie Brown and the whole Peanuts gang. And from me, Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown, although I don't know you personally. Well, thing is, you gotta wonder with Christmas, the whole thing about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Now we got names for those days. Heck, the yearly time when we make fools of ourselves after eating our Thanksgiving turkey. And of course, the requisite fighting over big sales on items that we want to get our loved ones for Christmas, or maybe hoard to ourselves. But what's with that, you know? I've never wanted to go out on Black Friday and fight somebody for a gift, nor on Cyber Monday. Of course, 20 years ago, when the internet really started to get into the groove, you know, everybody on Cyber Monday, instead of doing their work, which they should be, you know, want to go click for the best items. You know, they can have that. You know, I've never wanted to be in a store on Friday, although I did go to a restaurant on Friday. Well, I'll quickly say this. It's time for basketball on the high school scene again, and I'm saying good luck to Coach Ciotti and the Miners Blue Devils, who kicked off their season with a good win against Clyde Savannah in the New York Chiropractic College tip-off. And let's hope for another great season for the Miners Blue Devils to keep the tradition going. And also, Syracuse showing that they may be better than everybody thought, winning the battle for Atlantis. Heck, it's interesting seeing how they converted the Grand Ballroom into a basketball court, but the Orange showed that they were for real, especially in great victories over our old friends, Connecticut, and over Texas A&M to win the battle for Atlantis. Of course, this Saturday we welcome old friends again, as after hopefully we take care of Wisconsin in the ACC Big Ten Challenge, we get our old friends, the Hoyas. Well, good luck to the Orange. And of course, in a couple of weeks, more old friends with St. John's and Chris Mullen as their coach. Well, keep it up, Orange. You're doing great. And sayonara to Scott Shaper, who did win his final game as Syracuse's coach. Now let's see who we get as a new coach. The favorite now seems to be Dino Babers, the coach for Bowling Green. Hopefully he can right this ship, because it does need righting. Well, those are my rants, especially about Star Wars. I'm Ken Haas, and I'll see you next week.